Alrighty, guys, what is going on? I have something I have been working on. I am super excited to bring it to you guys. This, I know, doesn't look like our normal indicator on the chart, and that's because this indicator is going to be plugged into the new chart, but it's not ready yet. Okay, I'm waiting for the final version of our diamond confirmation indicator to be fully complete. I will go ahead and add this indicator to the new one, and that way we have a full rollout. Okay, guys. Um, but I want to go over exactly what this new indicator is, okay? So all the time, you guys will have seen my charts and you guys will see where I put my targets, where I put my pullbacks, where you guys should be looking to add or buy, all right? So what I went ahead and did was I went ahead and made a table, a graphic right here in the middle of this chart right here, okay? And you can see the targets and you can see the pullbacks, okay? So these are going to be small targets, right? These are the lower. These are going to be a small pullback, okay? If we had a small pullback on ASTS right now, we would pull back to 89.14. Sure enough, this pullback, again, this is going to be manual charting versus an actual calculated move, okay? So there's going to be slight but very, I would say, pretty much spot on with these accurate or with these numbers here, okay? So just keep this in mind, all right? So when I'm looking at these, okay, and I'm charting a pullback, okay, this charted 89.29. I charted 89.14. It charted 81.64. It charted I charted 81.54. It charted on the biggest, or not the biggest, but the typical biggest pullback to stay in structure. Is going to be 76.19. I have 76.14. Okay, so they're right there. Okay, now when I'm looking for a target, okay, where's my small target? Okay, well I chart 180 or $100.84. It charts $100.80. I chart my middle target 108.29. It charts 108.25. I chart for my big target 120.34. It charts 120.30. Okay, these are the targets. This is the daily time frame. This is what I'm currently on, daily time frame. Okay, the pullback will move as the stock moves. Okay, so if the stock creeped a little higher, the pullback would also adjust for you. Okay, targets are based off of the previous move. Okay, so same way, right? This would be one move. It pulls back. Boom. Based on that information, it can go ahead and calculate where the next measured move should go. Obviously, we're still following our diamonds, we're following the buy zones, we're following that stuff. But to get a good idea of where your risk reward is coming in, right? Okay, this is 97 right now. We can get all the way up to 120, okay? Or we can fall back down here, biggest pullback again. This will say invalid the second the structure is completely lost, okay? And what does that mean? Well, typically calculations for finding these levels are based off of Elliott waves and Fibonacci levels, okay? And basically what happens is when a stock falls below its previous low, structure is lost. For example, HIMS. HIMS recently was valid and now it is no longer valid. Why? Because here's the low, okay? It went up and now we're looking for a pullback, and sure enough, it fell below its low. It's no longer a valid structure. It's not going to give you this information, okay? So that's how it works. It'll go ahead and populate. Now, if you want to see big picture, this works for daily and weekly. Okay, 2 hour and all the other time frames. Nope, I'm not doing. As of right now, I don't want to say I'm never, but as of right now, daily and weekly, because I want everyone to see where the big pictures are going. Whether or not you follow the diamonds within the smaller time frame to get to these bigger targets. But when I switch to weekly time frame, you can see 120s on the daily time frame. But if I go big picture, let's look at it, 150. And how did they go ahead and get that target, right? This is how I would normally do it. This is how it's coming up with these targets for you guys. It's automatically. You don't need to learn how to chart Fibonacci's and everything. I wanted to take that because I keep getting questions on how to do it. And I was like, all right, let's go ahead and figure out how to automate this for everybody, okay? So we're going to go ahead. We're going to grab here to here and go ahead and grab here. Okay. I go ahead when I chart it 115.72. It says 116. When I chart it 131.46, it charts 131.76. When I chart 156.94, it charts 157.25. Okay. We're pinching pennies here. Okay. And we also have a little human error to compare to what a calculator can or what a computer can compute. Okay. So just know you're getting close to these targets that are going to be hit, and you need to be paying attention to your diamonds and paying attention to our other indicators. And then for pullback wise, and how is it calculating it? Well, we want to go ahead and do this and then do a little bit of this. And now we have 81.72, 81.67, 69.34, 69.31, $60.53, $60.52. This indicator is going to go ahead and save you guys tons of trouble to know where we're going to find support and where we're going to fight resistance when we hit our targets, okay? So as we approach a target, you don't really want to be thinking, let's go ahead and buy the stock, right? Again, we're going to follow our other rules. We want to make sure that we're above the bull bear line, look at your bigger time frames, all of those other notes and everything, but these help you understand where the stock is going and where the stock could pull back for you to be able to potentially add more, okay, and everything like that. You'll be able to quickly look into a chart and know exactly what's going on with our indicator. For example, if we go back to this daily time frame, right? Let me go ahead, editing. I got a lot of versions, right? I'm trying to work on them all. We go ahead and we buy down here on this trend line, right? Well, during this time, this target was not going to be, the target did not tell you this was the target. The target told you most likely it was up here. Okay, I can't look at the previous ones. I can only look at what we're currently actively in because a computer can't know that I want a specific touching points. Okay, otherwise I would just draw it myself, right? I can go ahead, I'm sure, go ahead, do this, grab, go ahead, and yep, that would have been our target. 98.36, sure enough, we hit 98.36, boom. Okay, these are your targets. And it sure enough, it hit it. Now you're like, well, Colby, what was going to be the pullback in the time? Well, the pullback then would have been here somewhere, one of these little candles. I don't know which one the computer's going to grab for us, but basically, if we go ahead, grab here, well, it would have told us 51.12, 62.25, 70, 77.89. No diamond, no diamond yet, diamond. Diamond right on a pullback level that it told us it would pull back to. I'm going to go ahead and buy that. Okay? Now now we have these targets of 100, 108, 120. Well, we just got to the 100. So now would be the time where you could think about trimming. As we can see our trend line, there is still room to go up. Okay, and there's room to go down, of course, but I can see where our targets are. This is going to make charting and everything so easy to be able to look at this, take a look. Okay, are we anywhere near our pullbacks? Okay, if we got to our pullback zone and we go ahead and we see that there is a diamond, okay, there's money to be made. Okay, so that's exactly what we are planning on doing here. That's how the new one works. It's going to be pushed live. Just stay tuned. Join the free community. This is going to be pretty much as much AI possibly I can make trading, and it's only going to get better, guys. I've been working on this, and I wanted you guys to see what the potential could potentially be inside this community by joining the Founders Club. Make sure limited spots, only 100 spots total. As soon as those are gone, that will be completely closed, and then the remaining storefront will open up, but it just won't be as good of a deal as that. All right, guys, I appreciate your guys' support in the community. Any feedback is truly appreciated. I will see you guys later.